do narcissists train you to suppress your feelings? This is a huge topic, and I want to dive right into this. So let's kick off this with gaslighting. Gaslighting is one of the biggest manipulation tactics that narcissists use. All narcissists use it, whether they're covert, whether they're grandiose, whether they're the overt kind, whether they are the malignant kind. All narcissists use gaslighting to manipulate you. I'm Rebecca Zung. I've been recognized by US News as one of the top 1% of attorneys in the country. I've also written a best-selling book, Slay the Bully, How to Negotiate with a Narcissist and Win. And when I was doing my research, I saw that gaslighting is one of the most insidious types of tactics that narcissists use to doubt your reality and help. And it makes you doubt your perceptions and even your sanity. They might say things like, you're too sensitive, you're overreacting. This actually came from a movie in the 1930s. I think it was even a play as well, where the husband was actually blowing out gas lights and saying to the wife, and the wife would say, wasn't that just lit? And the wife would say, wasn't that just lit? And the husband would say, no, it wasn't. And like literally was making her doubt her reality. And that's what it is. There has a huge psychological impact. So another example of that would be, where a husband is saying, I'm going away with my friends, for the weekend. And the wife would say, that's the weekend of our anniversary. And the husband would then realize, oh, I totally screwed that up. And so realizing that, he would turn around and say, oh, well, we talked about that and you agreed. Don't you remember? Because he's, just trying to cover his tracks. And she would be like, we never had that conversation. Oh, yeah, we talked about that and you agreed. I mean, that's the kind of thing that they do to just try to cover themselves. They just quickly on their feet push it back on the other person so that to try to make them think they're crazy. They're really, really good at that sort of thing. And it's a very subtle art form, but they're excellent at that. Oh, you didn't let me finish my sentence. I was just about to say blah, blah, blah. And, that's another very typical kind of thing that they'll do, just to make you think you're the one who's crazy, to kind of change their story all the time. I always say it's sort of like trying to catch a fish, trying to hold on to it, but it always sort of slips out of your hand, right? Because you can never quite grasp them. So it's a very, very difficult art to grasp, but they're excellent at it. It's like they're artists in a way, but it's designed to make you think you're crazy. But it's knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Once you start to see it, once you can look at it and you can step back and start to see them almost like they're a third party, just start to think of it as reporting the news, or I start to say like they're a toddler having a tantrum on the floor, just, almost like you're holding a microphone and you're just looking at them and go, oh, I see that this is happening now. Knowledge is power, right? And I'm here to empower you. So, that's why I wrote my book. And that's why I'm here giving you free resources every single day, because I want you to take your power back and see that authentic, true, higher self that lives within you, the one that God, your higher self, created you to be. Or, if you don't believe in God, just know that there's a higher self within you. I mean, but I believe that there is a higher power that created you and that lives within you. All right. So just know that's, I believe, why you're here. And you know that you were created for more. You know that. So the next one is another way that they train you to be suppressed is undermining your achievements. Well, that's pretty good, but I mean, other people have done better. Sure. Or I helped you get where you are. I mean, anyone could have done that. I mean, I had a bigger role in helping you. Well, that's, not that great of a thing. I mean, what are you doing? You're just doing some crafts or, you're just whatever. I mean, like they'll belittle whatever it is that you're doing. They don't make it like it's that big of a deal. He went to jail once, or whatever it is. I mean, they'll look at whatever it is that you're doing and find some way to belittle it in some way. Okay. So understanding how they undermine you and your achievements empowers you. Let it be your power. Use that. Turn around and say, you know what? Say underneath your breath, you know what, buddy? I haven't even started yet. You see that? It's just the beginning. Resist the suppression. Know that it comes from their jealousy. Their opinion doesn't matter. Take the opinions of people who matter. Rumi said, set the world on fire, seek those who fan your flames. Look for people who are going to throw logs on your fire, not throw water on it. The next thing they do is they isolate you from support. They say, oh, no one else loves you. Only I do. That your family members, they think you're crazy. That person, they don't really care about you. Oh, you're better off without them. Recognizing that type of tactic, it's crucial because you need to maintain a support system and resist being isolated. Go do things with friends, go join book clubs or whatever it is. And by the way, I have a support group, Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. It's a huge support group, and make sure you check that out. And also, I have phrases for disarming narcissists, for effectively disarming narcissists, disarmthenarc.com. Links to both are in the description below. Make sure that you grab the Disarm the Narc phrases and join my Facebook group as well, because you're going to want to do that. And I would love to know which of these suppression tactics you've experienced the most. Let's start a conversation. The next one, number 4, is controlling your narrative. Controlling your narrative. They're masters of controlling your narrative. They control the story. They rewrite history. They suit their agenda. They might say things like, that's not what happened. You're remembering it wrong, right? Have you heard that before? That's not what happened. Oh, you're crazy. You're out of, you're out of whack, right? Reclaim your truth. You know what happened. Keep a journal if you need to. Tonight, this is what happened. Recount it. Put it in your phone. Resist the narrative that they impose. Resist. Next thing is they create dependency on them. It's another way they train you to suppress. You can't do this without me. You need me to succeed, right? What would you do without me? Understanding this tactic empowers you to build your independence. You don't need them to succeed. You're here. You can have a conversation. You can go out and do things. Anything you can conceive, believe, anything you set your mind to. I went to law school with 3 little kids as a single mom in my 20s, 100% on student loans. I did it all on my own. You can too. All right? Build your independence. Resist reliance on that narcissist. The next thing they do, number 6, is withhold affection. They use affection as a tool for control, even sex, by the way. They withhold love. They withhold approval. They withhold sex. It makes you compliant. It's a way of saying, you know what, you don't deserve my love right now. It's a way of saying, you know what, you come to me. You need to earn it. You earn being in their space. It makes you work harder. And for people who've had their own trauma, you're like, I'll be the good girl. I'll be the good boy. I'll be the good one. You'll see how good I am. And it's a way for you to feel like if you're a pleaser, that's how that symbiotic relationship starts. And recognizing this allows you to start to see it. Then you can start to create healthy boundaries. That's step one. Don't run, create that boundary, start to see it. That invisible shield comes down and you can step back and say, you know what? I deserve respect. You condition people on how to treat you. You tell people how to treat you. And yeah, they're going to be unhappy about it at the beginning, but you can take baby steps with it. You can start by saying, you know what? I can see that you're angry. I can see that you're upset, but we can continue this conversation when you're ready to be calm. And that's okay. Resist that emotional manipulation. So those are 6 ways that narcissists train you to suppress your emotions, suppress who you are. And the true self that's in you, the higher self that's in you, the authentic self that's in you is saying, you know what, your soul self is saying, you know what, it's time to come out. It's time for you to blossom. It's time to be who you are meant to be. And that self is the self that can help others. That's the self that can actually be of service to others. That's the self that once you heal can turn around and actually be who you're meant to be. And you know that you were meant to be more. You know that because that's why you're here. You know that you're saying, wait a minute, I know I was meant for more. I was meant for more in the world. So I want you to like this video. I want you to share it with others because you know that there's others who are in need of this. And that's the first way that you can be in service to others. And the second thing that you can do is make sure that you subscribe to this channel, hit that notification bell. It helps me be in service to others as well. And because it helps our algorithm, but it also helps you because you'll get notified when we upload brand new videos, which is every single day. And it helps you reclaim your power because you'll now become part of this community as well. And we are here to help you challenge or navigate these challenging dynamics and take back your power. And remember, knowledge is power. And before you go, I want you to drop a comment below. I want to know which of these you've seen, how that narcissist has, maybe trained you on suppressing yourself, your thoughts, I want to know what your experiences have been with the narcissist. I want to hear from you. And I'm Rebecca Zung. I am an attorney. I'm also an author, a best-selling author. I'm also a teacher. I am a speaker. I'm here for you. And I'm here to empower you to recognize these suppression tactics, as well as give you other resources to help you and reclaim control. So the next video I want you to watch is what narcissists do when they start to see you be stronger than them. What do they do when they start to see you be stronger than them? So check out that next video. Until next time, stay empowered. Remember, today's a great day to start negotiating your best life. All right? They only win if you give in. So I will see you in that next video.